Hey, everybody, and who's taking the Series 7 with me? So, I hope you all saw I dropped a freaking final today, but I am warning you, wear earphones because I am, as Sandy said, a little salty on there because I took it at 10 o'clock at night. I did it from like 11 to 1 in the morning. So, a little bit salty on that, especially at the end when I saw that I made some stupid mistakes. Usually with these questions, with these tests, I took an achievable one. And look, I love achievable now. I think they have some great stuff. Go in the link if you want. Take a look. Buy the shit. If not, we're all good. If you like what I'm doing, please hit like, subscribe, and share. And let's take the Series 7 together. Let's get this done. Let's get everyone past this thing. All right? So anyone on here? Oh, man, that my mouth is killing me. I must have a swollen cheek. I keep biting my cheek, and I don't know how to fix it. But whatever. Maybe I'm just getting fat. Ginger, how are you? Wendy, I will get to you. Okay. Okay. Paul. Awesome. I'm glad. Paul, I'm glad. I'm always trying to help people out. I'm trying to make connections, networker, kind of get people to connect. So it's always fun stuff. Julie, hello. Linda, how are you? I'll see you at 10 o'clock, Linda. Okay. Amy, hi from Florida, way down. Hope you're not too far south. John, how are you? Sydney, what's going on? Hope you're not in Miami, and if you are, I hope you're not near the building and all that stuff. Okay. Asira, I don't know how to say your name. Why don't you do it phonetically? You probably did it before, and now I can't remember what it is. Okay. Josh, how are you? Good. Look at that. We're up to 15 people. I like it. Okay. Hope you guys watched. Again, I dropped a final. I did that. Okay. It should be if you just hit maybe I can't do it if you hit the word join, Cynthia, thank you. So if you hit join, it should just show up, and then I don't know actually how to do it. If Sandy's on here, maybe she can help you. Okay. Okay. Amanda. That's awesome. Okay. So first of all, Cynthia, I don't know how to do it. Maybe we can do a Zoom call or something. I won't charge you for that. And then we try to walk through it. But I think if you just hit the join, and it should walk you up. Maybe try it on a phone, or if it's on your phone, maybe try it on it should be a button that says join. That's kind of what it is, and that's going to help you. But okay, I don't waste time on that too much. Listen, join it, and then we can go from there. Somebody did just do it today, so hopefully. Okay. I can't believe people actually members. That's great. I mean, it's good. You get the options videos, and I'm going to sell it now. If you want to be a member, it's $9.99. You get all the videos. $24.99. You get once a week a Zoom call every Monday afternoon around 3 o'clock. And then if you do the bigger one, I do every other week. I do a semi-private Zoom call right now I'm doing it every other Tuesday. So the higher one, and then you get, I mean, I'm $150 an hour. So it's kind of a deal, I think. But if you don't like what I'm doing, just listen in and be happy to, I'm throwing some free shit at you. If you do like it and you want to help out, just go down on my links and buy some shit. Okay. If not, let's get going. Okay. Shh. Julie, I love it. Amanda passing, Julie loving, everyone. Give them congratulations. That is awesome. I am so happy. I love when I see people pass, but I am sad that I'll see some of you leaving. And that's the sad part. Because I do love when they pass. Like I used to have Robin and Judy on here all the time. And now they text me a little bit, which is fine, but they don't come on anymore because why would they? Rachel doesn't come on. Pepsi's done. Okay. Again, congrats, Julie. Congrats, Amanda. I am so happy for you. Yeah, I do think if you want for the 6th, go in there, buy the STC thing. It's pretty solid. If your firm is paying for it, remember something. If your firm is paying for it, just use their program. If it's Kaplan, STC, Notman, Past Perfect, you're going to be fine. Okay? Okay. Boom. Okay. Now, Wendy, an example of a non-recurring second. Yeah. Okay. The word is an isolated non-issuer transaction. Okay. So a secondary market transaction is a transaction between two people. Paul, again, I'm so happy you talked to Steven. He's a great guy. Okay. So, and he started off real slow in the Northwestern thing, but I think he's really coming into his own. He found his niche and he's blowing it up. I think he was like number 2 in his office last quarter or last year or something, which is amazing. I mean, I remember when he was such a young kid and he was he didn't close and all that. Now he just learned how to do this shit. He closed me. He got me to buy freaking insurance. If you can get me to buy insurance, you're a rock star. Okay. Now, can I give an example of a non-recurring secondary market, occasional secondary market? Okay. They're not, I don't know that. I mean, maybe there's a term for that, but I'm not going with that one. Isolated non-issuer transaction really is just, which is an exempt transaction. Okay. Is basically just a transaction between two people that it's not planned. It's not a bunch of them. It's just like Bob buying from Mary, or you're selling your shares to Joe, or something like that. There's no planning behind it. It's just, and it's not part of a pattern or whatever it is. It's just a trade. So it's really just a secondary market trade, as long as the issuer isn't getting the money. That's the difference. A secondary market trade means the issuer is not getting any money. Okay, good. Okay. Boom, Julie. I hope so. I absolutely hope so. I love it. Just there you go, Ruben. Look at that. He's a chase. Just send it to all the people coming in. Now everyone's going back to work. So send the link and we'll go from there. I mean, I just had a call from a kid from Morgan Stanley. I had to get off. I feel bad because it was 8:30 and I had to jump off. Okay. Guys, any questions? We got questions. Or are we just going to hang out and wrap? Okay. So I put out somebody asked for a bond quote thing. I helped him out with that. I put out a bond quote video. I put out this final thing. It's actually doing well. It's up to like almost 80 views. Woo! Yeah. Compared to like people get like 800,000 views in the first 30 seconds. Okay. I'm at 3,800 followers. That's great. I'm doing 27,000 views a month, which is not bad. Who the hell would want to watch me for 27,000? Okay. For 27,000. Okay. Yeah. Ruben, freaking send my video every time. Okay. Yes, Paul, a lot of times they'll push the 6 first because they're going to push the 6 first because they want you to start selling and doing your insurance stuff. Okay. Ruben, yeah. Julie, thank you. Ruben's going to knock it out. I got him. I think I got him tonight. No, tomorrow I'm doing it. Okay. Yep. All the bankers have to be licensed out. That's great. So that's going to, so push that shit out there. I love it. I mean, this is free stuff. It's all free. I mean, I'll do the tutoring. I mean, I've been tutoring. Kawhi, I will do that in a second. I've been tutoring since 8 a.m. this morning. I've been wearing these headphones, and I got 2 people after this, maybe 3. I am burnt, but it's great. I mean, I'm busier and busier. I go the whole month. Maybe on the winter, I would have maybe 5 or 6 students a day, and then now it's like I have about 9 a day, which is insane. Which I love it. I'm not complaining. I can't go on Reddit that much. I can't go on Facebook that much, to help people out, but gotta pay the bills. Okay. So, how do I mentally prepare for tests, and what's the most important study strategy? Okay. Amanda, I'll hit you in 1 second. So, Kawhi, it depends what exam. Okay. But really this is what I tell everyone to do. If you can, read the book once. Read the book straight through. Don't take a lot of notes. Read the book. Do not take a lot of notes. Just read the book straight through. And get through it. Write down. And then what you do is, instead of rewriting the whole damn book, which a lot of people do, just write down, things that you're struggling with, or maybe you want to bring up on here and ask questions on. But it really should be about adding knowledge versus testing. You'll get a lot of advice from people who will just tell you to kind of just take a lot of tests and you'll be fine. Some people it works for, a lot of people it doesn't. There's a lot of people who are not in the business anymore because they took that strategy and they lost their job or they come to me because I get people after they failed it 2 or 3 times and they're desperate. And luckily I'm not a scumbag and jack the rates up or anything. So I, just charge my normal rates. So I would say the first thing you do is read the book straight through if you can. And then when you're done, go back and start taking chapter quizzes. Take a chapter quiz, like 15, 20 questions, chapter. Any chapter quiz that you get less than a 75, boom. Any book that you get less than any chapter that you get less than a 75 on, to reread the chapter, take a quiz, then move on. Anything get over 75, move on to the next chapter. Don't sweat. If it's 7, don't sweat the limited partnerships too much. Don't sweat the technical fundamental. It's on there, but it's not crazy. Again, the balance sheet stuff isn't super crazy. And if it's a 7, again, you want to make sure you get the taxes and the suitability down. Cold. Okay. Amanda, would I say it's more insurance contract? There is more insurance content on it. But it is going to be, this is what I tell everyone. The Series 6, it's easier than the SIE in only that it's less topics. So I go, what is the SIE? It is, the Series 6. It is mutual funds, oral investment companies. It is annuities. It is taxes. It is customer accounts, and it is suitability and insurance. Okay. Boom. So there is insurance on it. And I have the videos on insurance and the how to pass the Series 6 video, which will help you a lot, I think. But that's really the test. That's why I don't have as much Series 6 content. And I really should just start just going through the book and maybe just whipping through it. I'm going to do the 7. You remember what I did for the SIE where I went through the whole book? I'm going to do that for the 7, but I'm not doing the first 9 chapters because that's the SIE. I'm going to do the back end. I already done options. That's on the membership site. Go from there. So the 6 is mutual funds, annuities, taxes, suitability, customer accounts, and then insurance. You got to work on. Those are the most important things. Okay. If you go to series7exam.org, series7exam.org, that's my website. You can see everything you need. Again, I'm not doing this to get tutoring business. I got enough. Like I said, I've been teaching for 12 hours now, and I got another 2 to go. So I'm more than happy to tutor anyone. I tutor 7 days a week. Saturday I'm not, but I'm doing this to kind of give back a little bit because I make a ridiculous amount of money doing this, and I feel bad. And I know there's a lot of people that it's not easy to spend $150 an hour for little things. Okay, so that's kind of where we are. Any other questions? Okay, so let's talk about a couple of things. So now let's talk about that for a second. So insurance. So there's kind of 2 main types of insurance. And you guys have questions, bring them at me. So we have insurance. Insurance is 2 types. There's term. Okay. Oh, the insurance is easy. Okay. So that's why you're hoping it'll be more. Yeah. It should be easier if you. Okay. But remember, the insurance stuff, take it to a low level. Don't go crazy into like every little stupid little iteration of an insurance product that you can do, because that's not the test. It's very straightforward. So I'm going to go through the basics. So what do we got? So the first one is insurance. We have term. Term is like renting insurance. It's only good for the period. I can do that. Okay. It's only good for the period that we're in. Okay. So if you buy a 10-year term, it only works for the 10 years that you're buying it for. It's like renting. No cash value, no nothing, no nothing to withdrawal value, no surrender value, no nothing. You're paying every month, and if you miss, it expires. You can usually turn it into whole life, which is like equity. So the other types is whole life, or straight life. There's variable, and then there's universal. Okay. I'm working on. That's kind of the only suitability one I have. I'm working on an option one, but really, if you work on the products, you should be okay. Because that's really just about doing questions and learning the products and the suitability. So we have straight life or whole life, which is basically what you're putting in every month. Every day, every month you pay, and it grows at a fixed rate. And then you know what it's going to grow to, you know what it's going to be, and you have a fixed death benefit. What the hell is death benefit? Death benefit is when you die, your family gets the cash. Okay. Commercial paper could be an exempt security. If it's under, Wendy, you tell me, what would it have to be under to be exempt security under the state level? Now, and if you get it wrong, I'll help you out. So the other one is, since we have a fixed rate, fixed return, they have a thing called variable. Variable is a security where they invest your money. Good, keep going. Give me everything. Let's go heavy at this. Okay. So Wendy's coming at me with how commercial paper would be exempt. So I want everything. Rose, how are you? Okay. So variable means that you put the set amount of money in every month, but the money is invested in the separate account or sub accounts, and it grows up and down based on how it does the market. Not the market does, but how the investment does. That's variable. I'm doing real quick. Universal is like, for me, I'm busy as hell from like March till November, maybe even December, and it's extending. And then like November, December, January, February, I'm not so busy because everyone's kind of done and everyone passed. So I can't afford as much. So I'll have higher payments during the summer and lower in the winter. So that's what Universal does. It gives me the ability to adjust my payments, but the rate of return won't change that much. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay, so now, commercial paper. Sandy, how are you? I was trying to get make sure you get some sleep. It's all about the sleep. Yeah, Sandy took my test. She actually was calling me out on some of the mistakes I made, which is great. That's the purpose of it, because as she said, I act human a little bit by making mistakes. And as she can testify, make sure you wear earphones when you're doing it, because I am a little bit salty on it. So, which makes it fun, I think. So, commercial paper to be exempt. Let's go with this. So, one, it has to be 270 days or less. It has to be a minimum $50,000 denomination. What that means is that you cannot buy this commercial paper in lots less than 50 grand. So the smallest you can buy is 50 grand at a time. And it's in the top 3 credit ratings. And I think that works. And as long as it's 270, minimum 50K, top 3 credit ratings. I think there's something else. I can't remember what it is. But that would make it exempt. Most of the time, they're just going to go with the 270 days or less. See my glasses? It's like I wear these. I have the good ones here. The good ones. I wear these when I'm a headset because this way it's like a monocle almost. Okay. Oh, Cindy, you're on. So yes, Sandy, maybe you can help her because she couldn't figure out. There should be a button underneath. I wonder if you're watching on your phone or if you're doing a laptop, maybe it's better. Okay, back to this. So customer record keeping. Let's talk about this. Everything's fucking 3 years. When you're doing record keeping, everything's 3 years. Except, okay. Everything's 3 years, except for complaints, which is 4 years. Customer identification program shit is 5, and then formation docs like articles of incorporation, partnership agreement, Form BD, all the stuff that's for the forming the actual company that's a broker dealer is lifetime. So now, what's 6 years? Think of 6 big sacks. Okay, 6 big sacks. Santa carries 6 big sacks. I can't say that. It's late at night. Okay. So what that means is Santa has a 6 big sacks over his thing. 6 and big sacks. BGSCS. BGSCS. I even did it on the final. Blotter. General ledger. Blotter is a trade blotter. General ledger is the money in and out. Stock records. The ownership records. Customer information. That's the C. And the last one is customer statement. So again, everything that's 6 years is big sacks. BGSCS. Blotter, general ledger, stock records, customer statements, customer information, and statements. I love it. Okay. Now let's talk about retail communication. So when you make a recommendation to Rose, you're right there. You're so close. You're not taking it tomorrow, right? Good. So 2 things. Oh, the green light's fucking hard. Okay. I hope I helped. So Rose, the green light is really fucking hard. It is. Again, sorry guys if you have kids awake. We're all adults here, right? If you can't handle that, go to fashion. Okay, so now, kidding. We'll welcome everyone. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm actually trying to work with a group called Outward Bound. They signed a contract with the Kaplan, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm trying to help them where I can offer them free services. It's kind of a cool. I think it's Outward Bound. It's on Instagram as that. What they're doing is they're helping create an environment to help minorities, brown, black, whatever, get into the business. Underserved minorities getting into our business. So if you see them on Instagram, give them a shout out. Tell them I said hi. Tell them I said hi. We'll go from there. Okay. Now, the green light, Rose. The green light 69 is if you can go over it, find out how many of those are stupid mistakes, and you should be fine. Okay. Oh, Amanda, look at that. Okay. So you get the option stuff. Welcome. Okay. Now, look at that. It's green. It looks nice. You're a member now. Join our group. Okay. So now, let me go down this. And again, take a look at the option videos. They're going to change your life. They're absolutely going to change your life if you're not good with options. Okay. And also what happens is the members, I'm going to get, if you reach out to me through, I think there's a member portal or something. What we can do is you can reach out to me and message me, and I think I'll give you my cell. And then you can text me. Okay. Now let me get back up to this. Let me catch up to. Okay. Green light is good. Talked about the suitability. For Jen's sake, I'm trying not to say okay so much. Okay. It's not my company. Listen, I did not start it. I'm trying to work with them to help teach them, to help these kids get in. Okay. So if you go to I think it's Outward New York City, Outward Bound, you'll see if it's on Instagram somewhere. And it's I'll try to get the name up. I could probably put it up here. But the point is, they're really doing good stuff, I think. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up a little bit. I can go over very briefly, Stephen. I don't really. Most of it's on my. If you go join again, I'm not telling you to do it, but in the membership thing, I have a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay, Stephen, we'll talk about that. What should be storing on the STC exams? Well, it depends. If you're 2 weeks away, mid 60s, high 70s, right? Mid 60s, low 70s. If you want to feel good about testing it, you want to be in the mid 70s and not from memorization. Okay. Not from memorization. Josh, you got to know that you want to make sure that you are, what's the best way to explain it? That you are doing it because you understand this stuff, not because you're running into trouble. Okay. Okay. I'm on my live. Okay. Now, hope that helps, Josh. And if you don't, here's what you want to test yourself. Go into the playlist called Taking a Final. I think I did a Series 7 STC, and I think I just did the Series 7 Unachievable. Take a look at that one. And what you do is you start it up, fire it up, put earphones in because I am cursing a lot. Start it up, hit the first question, hit pause when it pops up, answer it yourself, and jot down how many you get right. I think I got 4 wrong, so why don't you go on there and try to see if you can figure out which ones I got wrong. Okay. Hey, how many weeks do you study for the SIE? 3 different, depends. If you're working all day, 4 to 5 weeks. If you're studying all day, you can probably do it in 4 weeks. It also depends your background. But it's a figure 80 to 100 hours, depending on how you're picking stuff up, joining this, doing the lives, watching the videos. I keep biting my cheek. It freaking hurts so much. So, you notice the cheek, I don't bite my cheek for years, but then I do it once. I'm going to bite it every time I open my mouth. So I'd say at least 3 to 4 weeks if you're studying all day, Mahe. And if you have to work all day, push it to 4 to 5, maybe to 6 weeks, just to make sure that you're getting it right. Okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. So now I'm just describing. So half the battle is recognizing a spread or straddle. Okay. You're taking a Friday, it's not going to help. But in reality, Stephen, if you really want to do it for $9, you're going to get access. You can either go on you can go on my website and buy the videos. I'm going to do the spreads and straddles now, a little quick and anything. But what I'm going to do is I am going to, by the way, the Cal push thing, I don't normally do that. I think but I was teaching them other stuff. So here we go. So what's the difference between a straddle and a spread? So a straddle, we want volatility or stability. It's not a direction. It's buy a call, buy a put, or sell a call, sell a put. So how do we do this? How do we recognize that? So buy a call, buy a put, right? So if I buy a call, I'm bullish. If I buy a put, I'm bearish. If I do them together, I'm bullish or bearish. I'm both. Okay. I am absolutely both on that. So I want it to be volatile. I want it to go up or down. I don't give a shit which way, as long as it goes. And remember, straddles have 2 break evens. How do I do break evens on straddles? I total up the premiums. How do I know I'm totaling the premiums? I know that if I have the same, you add. So if a buy and a buy, I know that I'm adding, right? So if it's a buy and a buy, I'm adding. So buy a call, buy a put, I'm adding. Okay. Whoa, Fernanda, that's awesome. Awesome. That's congratulations. I know I get distracted, but I love when I hear people pass. Fernanda, that's awesome. I am so happy. The 7. It is not a small fucking thing. I am telling you, this passing the 7 is a big deal. Don't anyone ever try to take away from me. It is a big deal to pass these exams. Okay, back to this. So a straddle is either volatility or stability. If it's a long straddle, how do I recognize it? It's a call and a put, and I buy both or sell both. If I buy both, it's long. If I sell both, it's a short straddle, and I want stability. Because remember, whenever you sell an option, you kind of want it to die. You want it to, you kind of want it to expire. Whenever you sell an option, you get the premium, so you want to keep that premium. So if I do a short straddle, sell a call, sell a put, I want don't you bark. I want it to expire, and I want it to close right at the strike price, which is stable, so that both options expire, and I keep the premium. Okay. Now, go on to this. So how do I know? So how do I know if it's a spread? So all spreads are either call spreads or they're put spreads. So a call spread is 2 calls, buy and sell. A put spread is 2 puts, a buy and a sell. So write this down. Buy a call, buy a put, long straddle. Sell a call, sell a put, short straddle. Off to the right so you can compare it. Buy a call, sell a call spread. Buy a put, sell a put spread. Now, how do I do break even? I'm going to do that one, and then I'm stopping because I have the videos. Break even on a spread. If it's a call spread, you net the premiums, you subtract them, and then you add that number to the call strike, or use the lower call, or if it's a put spread, you subtract it from the higher one. So on a call spread, you net the premiums, you subtract them, and then you add that to the lower strike price on the calls. On a put spread, you subtract it from the higher. Okay? On a put spread, so if you buy a 50 put and you sell a 60 put, say you buy a 50 put at 4, sell a 60 put at 8, that means it's a $4 net, okay? That $4 you're going to subtract from 60, so my break even is 56. So it's very easy to get break even. The hardest part is recognizing spreads versus straddles. No problem. Remember, if it's a spread, it's buy a call, sell a call. Remember, spreads are call spreads or put spreads, so it has to have 2 calls or 2 puts, buy and sell each. If it's a straddle, it's either long or short. If it's long, it's 2 buys. If it's short, it's 2 sells, and you have to have a call and a put. And remember, only straddles have 2 break evens. Only straddles have 2 break evens. Nobody else does. Okay. Okay, Rose. That's good. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you said you scored a 69 in the green light. I think you said that, right? So that's a great that is a great level. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. I think just keep hammering on it. Just it should give you enough to pass. It really should. Okay. For the 66. Okay. It does. You're doing it all in one shot. Okay. Okay, Stephen, if you go into my YouTube, okay, your choice is either go to my website, Series 7 exam, and then you buy them. It's going to cost you $30-$40, right? Which is whatever. But if you go into the membership and you hit the button join for $9, you're going to get access to the videos. I mean, you can go to series7exam.org and buy them and download them. That's fine. And that's 4 videos. It's like $10 each and $20 for one of them. But if you go onto the membership, you just pay the $9.99. You do the casual studying, and boom, it's right there. Okay. Oh, Rose. So that, Stephen, that may help. And it does. You just walk through it. I don't just speak it. I do it on a whiteboard, and you can see it, like on a whiteboard on the screen. And people like it. Okay. I think Sandy said she liked them. Okay. She was one of my first members. She was an early adopter, as we called her. Okay. Rose, you've been scoring 8 in the quizzes. That's awesome. I love that. That's really great. I love that. Okay. Yeah, by the way, Stephen, make sure you watch, even if you don't buy that. Again, if you don't buy it and you're getting them, that's fine. But what I want you to do is go to if you want to pass the Series 7 playlist and get through that. There's my suitability. There's a thing that says how to pass the Series 6 and 7. The margin ones you can watch or not. But there's there's acronym ones, and then there's like formulas. So they can't hurt. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Did I miss anyone? Again, Amanda, I see you watching there. I love that. Okay. Did I cross 3,800? It's so cool to watch this happen sometimes. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, feel free to ask questions. You can just look at the top of my hat. Michael! Okay, wait, I'll get to it. Thank you for the question. Michael, that's awesome. Boom, I love it. Okay. So you're all done? I'm so happy. Okay. Yeah, this shit is boring. Steven, I agree. This shit's pretty fucking boring. But I live it. Okay. Huh, that's funny. I know. Well, that's the thing. I think there's other video creators out there, and and they're nothing against them. I just think, like my daughter said to me when she sees me doing this, she goes, "You're not very professional." I said, "I'm not. I wear a shirt and tie for fucking 30 years on the stock exchange. I'm not doing it anymore." And I don't speak that way. It's the way I am. And no, it doesn't resonate. Like I watch with Notman, I think they have good stuff. I think Past Perfect has good stuff, but they're just very buttoned up. And it's kind of crazy. It's okay. So now, Michael, okay, awesome. I'm happy. Oh, you passed the SE. I'm happy. Watch my Series 60. Here's the thing. Read the damn book, okay? If you have the book, get the STC book if you can. It's going to help you. Watch my Series 6 playlist. That's going to help you, Michael. Yeah, I guess so. It's funny because my daughter's helping me out. She's going to try to work on my website and make it better, which I think is fine, I guess. But she's going to help me get it out there. Okay. Oh, Tina. Okay. Tina. Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine, Rose. You're gonna rock this test. I'm telling you right now. Training consultants, look, they cover a lot of stuff. They're fine, especially for the 6. They're good. For the SIE, they're fine. 7, they're a little light. And Tina covers a lot, but you have to kind of speed it up, or you're just gonna shoot yourself. I would say put her on double speed, and it's almost like a normal person. Okay, hold on. Somebody asked a question. Okay. There's not a state thing. Okay. Oh, if you are if you're an advisor and you're between 25 and 100 million and you're registered in 15 or more states, you're allowed to register with the SEC, even though you're under 100 million. I think that's what you meant, Lindsay, right? Okay. So it's 15 states or more. Okay. Sarah. Okay. You're taking the SIE. Don't worry about it. Just watch my chapter, whatever it is, option video. If you watch the option video and the basic stuff on the free stuff, you don't have to pay for it. Just watch. Don't sweat the option too much. I mean, if you get 4 questions on options, that'd be a lot. Some people get more, some people get less. Don't sweat the option too much. I know I have the video on it. If you watch the one chapter, it should help you a little bit, Sarah. Stay calm, okay? You got 2 days, okay? Why don't you watch the option video and then kind of blow off the options for a bit? Don't worry about them anymore, okay? Don't worry about the options video, the option stuff on the SIE. Yes, if it's freaking you out, move on, do other stuff. Get the risk down, get the investment risk, get the regulations, get all that stuff down, okay? That's the best way to do this, okay? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Michael, are you taking the 6? Yeah, look, you can get through the 6 with AD Banker. You can, okay? You can get through, okay? And again, Sarah, don't sweat the options too much. Seriously. Don't let them bug you. Even on the 7, I tell people to not worry about them too much. I mean, they're big on the 7, but they're not nearly as big on the SIE. Okay. And again, Michael, that's fine. Achievable doesn't have the 6. They do the 63 though. You can get through the 6 with AD Banker. I mean, again, they're not my favorite, but the 6 is actually easier than the SAE because it's really just a few things. Okay. Awesome. I'm so happy, Anderson. Is it Landerson or I think it's Landerson? That's awesome. Okay. I'm happy helping. Just if you guys have questions, feel free to jump on here. I think it's and guys, anyone taking the 7 in the next week, I just put another final out there where I take the final. It takes me about an hour and a half, maybe hour and 40 minutes. What I tell everyone to do is stop, press pause, make sure you have earphones in. Okay. Press pause, answer it yourself, and listen to me. And I made 4 mistakes. I think I got 4 wrong, and all but one I disagree with them. But the other 4, it's because I went too fast and I got cocky. So remember that, guys. It's speed kills. I can't say that enough. That you cannot go too fast on these things. Take your time. I don't know how many people I know that they fail or they do worse because they take it so fast. I had one guy. This guy Sam, great guy, smart guy. But every time he took a test, he'd get like a 70. Boom. The final. And he would take like an hour and a half to do 250 questions, which is ridiculous. So every time I got him, basically every time I got him to do like a 3 hours on it, he actually scored in the 80s. And I got him to do it for the real exam, but it was very scary because he knew the shit. But when you do too fast, you make stupid mistakes. I do that too. I took the 66 5 years ago when they gave scores, and I took it. So I took it 5 years ago. I took it. It's what, a 3-hour exam. I took it in like 35 minutes. I got like an 81. I was like, what the hell? I thought I knew everything. Cocky. But then I let it expired, and then I had to take it again in 2018, right before the split. I took my time. I took the 3 hours, and I got one wrong. What a difference. So if I know my shit, and by me going too fast, I lose 20 points, what are people who've only been studying for 6 weeks for going to happen? It is a thing. So speed kills. Don't go uncomfortably. So just go at a good pace and, take your time and make sure you know the question. Don't rush. You always have enough time. Okay, Stephen. Yes, there are munis on the test. Hold on, let's try this mute thing, see if it works. There it goes. You don't have to listen to me cough. So, look, on the Series 7, there will be munis, but not nearly as much as I think the little weighted exams do. I think a lot of it is more on the suitability and like the general features, not every little nitty-gritty detail about what's on the official statement and shit like that. And that's what the vendors do. The vendors love to ask questions like, what's on the official statement? What's on the bond resolution? What's on the charter? They do all that crap, and no, the test isn't asking that. I mean, maybe once in a while, but not really. This is the way I think of it. Sydney, I can try. You get it. Okay, I'll get to you 1 second on this. Suitability is the most impossible thing to teach because you can't just spit shit out. Okay, you have to have products and talk about them, and that's what it is. So the muni stuff, the test, think of it this way. If you have, by the way, Sydney, I'm not mad. It's frustrating because it's hard to teach suitability like just as spitting shit out. If something, the best way to do this, well, I stutter the shit out of this. If you are looking at a product that the retail customer needs to know, you should know it. If the customer doesn't need to know it, like shit on the background, just know the concepts. Okay. So think about this when you're talking about suitability. When you're talking about all that stuff, okay? You always want to make sure that you're looking at all of the features. Whenever they ask a question, hold on. So whenever you look at a question, like you see grandma this, grandma that, you want to look at everything. You want to look at how old she is, because time horizon is everything, right? So if they have 20 years or 5 years or 10 years, it definitely affects what you do. The shorter the time period, the less you can do, the less things you can do. Anything under 5 years, you're not going to do equities, right? So you're going to look at that. You're going to look at, are they rich or not? Are they in the high tax bracket? Are they living on Social Security? That matters. If they're if they're living on Social Security or low income, munis is never really an answer. If you do, if you see, what's the best way to do it now? So if you see that they are safety of principle, safety of principle, or safety, preservation of capital, all that, that's all stuff. That means you're probably leaning toward treasuries or high grade bonds, right? So it's the way it is. Like, you just have to look at what they're asking, and a lot of times they will give you two things. They will say, she's living on Social Security and she wants income. That's the two factors. You can say, okay, so munis are not the answer, but CDs could be. CDs pay income. Remember that. Could be corporate bonds, could be stuff like that, but it can't be a zero coupon. So you have to have a checklist in your head. What are they looking for? Income? Okay, so if they're looking for income, I know some stocks are out, ETNs are out, ELNs are out, commercial papers out, zero coupons are out, T-bills are out, strips are out. All these things are out when they want income, okay? But then what goes into your head? Preferreds, value stocks, utility stocks, bonds, CDs, munis if they're rich, treasuries if they're wimpy, stuff like that. It is, you have to kind of look at it and go, what the hell do they want and what do they not want? If they want to beat inflation, it's going to be something that has stocks involved in it, right? Common stock is the best, and I know this, some of the stuff is shit that's from my video. Common stock is the best inflation fighting tool. It really is. Then we have but it's also crappy in a good economy. So if you have in a bad economy, so if you have a deflationary or a contracting economy, stocks are bad, but bonds are good. Because what's inflation? Inflation is a rising cost of goods. So that stocks are good, gold is good, assets, commodities are good. But in a bad economy, they go down faster. So they go down faster than money drops. So that's not a good thing. So Sydney, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not really easy to do suitability so much. Really, you can do questions. Here's the other thing. And remember, I've said this on the video. I always do their age and bonds. Always when I look at suitability, if they give the portfolio, which is not big on the exam, they do it a little bit. I look to how much is equity. I really try to see what is the biggest position. Is it a lot of equity? Is it a lot of bonds? Is it a lot of munis? And just try to see if that is what matches. So the little stuff, the 2015s there, they're not as important. But when you see like 40% this, 50, 60% that, 50% that, then that's what you have to decide. Does that match what this person wants? Are they 90 years old? Should they be in equities? No. But if they're 60 or 70, should they be in equities? A little bit, because inflation is the thing. So, okay. Again, guys, trying to get you guys all past the Series 7, the SIE exam, Series 66. It's amazing how it goes in waves. In the summer, I start doing the it's more SIE and Series 7. Sydney, I hope that helped a little bit, because it's hard to it's kind of hard to do that whole suitability thing. Okay, awesome. I'm happy to help. Just keep at it and keep doing problems. I think if you guys have not been, they have a suitability exam. Go over the suitability. This is, I can't say this enough. Every time you see a product, I want you guys, this is your homework. This is your homework. I want you to go home, and every time you see a product, I want you to do look at a product and say common stock. Why would I buy it? Why would I not? Who should buy it? Those are 3 questions. You may not be right every time, but get in the habit of doing it. Bonds. What do I do? I want income, but what are the risks? We got interest rate risk, all those risks, reinvestment risk. But treasuries don't have credit risk, but they have inflation, more inflation risk. So every product, whether it's common, preferred, bonds, munis, which are bonds, commercial paper, mutual funds, all that stuff, go through each section and go, why would I buy it? Why would I not? And what kind of person would I do? The more you do that, the better you get, and try to justify what you're doing. And then if you're not sure, bring it in on Thursday night and ask, say, listen, I think this is good for this person. I want everyone to do that. Everyone on here now, come back on Thursday and give me a product and tell me why I will buy it and why I wouldn't. And there'll be a lot of overlap, and it's fine. We don't care. It's all fun. Okay. Yeah. So maintenance call is when your margin equity requirement goes below a certain number, and it's your equity percentage of the market value. So if your equity percentage falls below 25% or $2,000 on a long account, you have to come up with money promptly. If it falls below 30% of the market value or $2,000, then you have to come up with money promptly. Okay. Is that it? Not too bad. Not too shabby. Guys, really take a go look. What the hell is English is that? Go look at some of the new videos I've been doing. I did the bond quotes with somebody else, which I thought would help. Okay. I can't. The good thing is you can watch it again tomorrow. Are you taking the test tomorrow, right? You'll be able to watch this again. I think what you do. Not that I don't want to slow down. It's just I can't. What part did you miss, Sarah? Most of the suitability stuff I just did is on my suitability video. And if you're taking the SIE, I think you said you're taking the SIE. Okay. Okay. So you can watch it again. If you're taking the SIE, don't worry about the suitability too much. You have to know a little bit, but don't go too crazy. Okay. Watch the suitability video. Okay. Yeah, Cynthia, somebody said that once. Somebody said, and I don't know if it was you, somebody said like 6-7 months ago, they said the game changer was she started watching it on like 75% speed. And it was, and it made a difference because I word vomit. That's what I do. And it's like, but it does help because in this situation, if you're a slow, methodical speaker, then you'll never get through all the names. You'll be on here for 2 hours and people fall asleep. So again, that's the thing. I mean, there's kind of a mix of my insanity and my anxiety builds up fast speaking. And remember, I spent 20 years, over 20 years on the stock exchange. so fast. Okay. Okay. Right. So Tina talks too slow for training consultants. So you speed her up, you speed me down, you turn me down. Slow my ass down, Teddy. These are my vicious dogs. Yeah, you can watch again tonight. As soon as this is over, if you have the link, it pops back on already. Okay. Okay, guys, I have another lesson at 9:30. I have somebody at 10. I have somebody at 11. So I am going to be teaching till tomorrow, technically. Guys, thank you. Again, guys, if you like what I'm doing, watch it again. Do this. Okay. Steven, you're gonna nail this. Okay, Steven, you're gonna be fine. Go over the suitability. Watch, if you can, either tonight or tomorrow. Watch my final video and go along with it. See how you do. And that's a guarantee since it's achievable. It's if it's achievable, then it's questions you haven't seen before. And if you like their stuff, buy them. I mean, they're great. But it's questions, and if you pass that, you're gonna be in great shape. Because one of the girls said who took it, forgot who it was, said it looked very much like the test she had. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go after the Wendy's question. If you're offered a savings bond for purchasing, let's say a TV from the store salesman, does the person selling the TV need to register? No, because savings bond's not a security. If it's a T-bond, yes, okay? If you get a treasury bond, yes, but a savings bond, it's not a security, so you don't have to register. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I want to get at least 2 minutes to just relax before I jump on to my next call. Love talking to you guys. I love when there's a lot of people on here because it keeps me going, keeps me awake. Ginger, Jason, Asara, Steven, you're going to knock this. Ruben, thanks for coming on. Wendy, I love it. Landerson, boom, watch it tomorrow. Sydney, thanks for jumping and asking questions. Rose, we got this. We're going to nail it. Michael, do the 80 banker. Read the book. Get through it, okay? Paul, Mahe, just get on the reading. You can get this done. Paul, good luck tomorrow with your interview. You're going to rail it. Just make sure you full on disclose everything now, and we'll go from there. And again, Amanda, thanks for being a member. I love it. I'll get you my cell phone at some point. You can start texting your questions. Josh, good luck. You're going to nail this. And Sandy, I don't know if you're still on, but get some sleep before you take in these tests. Kawhi, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. I think that's everyone. Did I get everyone? And Julie, I don't know if you're still on here. Boom. I think you're done. So why? If you're still on here, thank God bless you. But go home. Get some sleep. Okay. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad you do that. I'm trying to do more. I'm actually so Mike, okay. So yeah, you're gonna nail that. Okay, so now Sarah, you're going to come back and have good news. Yeah, Amanda, I agree. I think taking it, I'm working with Achievable now a little bit where I'm trying to set up where I don't put any commercials on it and it's just theirs. So then they let me do more. They have so many fucking questions. They have more questions than Kaplan. Anyway, I'm rambling. Amanda, thanks for becoming a member. Guys, everyone, Steven, if you want to see the action videos, either buy them there or jump on and become the membership, whatever. If not, if you think you got the options, good luck. You got this. If you want to jump on Thursday for last minute stuff, or I think you're taking a Friday. We got this, everyone. Be happy. Good night. And see you all Thursday, babies.